So in this video, I'm not going to hype you up. I'm not going to give you any empty motivation. That's not what this is about. I'm going to show you how confidence is built quietly through daily actions, through building boundaries, your body language, and the people you allow around you. By the end of this video, you'll know how to build self-trust with small promises, how your environment affects your confidence, how to command respect without being loud, how your body language changes how you feel, and how to act confident before you feel confident. This is not about becoming someone else. This is still going to be you. It's about becoming more stable, more calm, and sure of yourself. So let's begin. First, let's understand confidence is something that stems from inside. It is built on promises that you keep. Okay? If you don't keep your promises to yourself, especially, you can never be confident. Okay? You can never be confident. When was the last time you trusted yourself completely? Let me say something very honestly. Most people don't lack motivation. They don't. They lack self-trust. They don't trust themselves because they know about the promises they've broken. And they know that they are somebody who cannot be trusted. And that breaks confidence from the inside. And that is why you're unable to show confidence on the outside, because somewhere in the inside it is lacking. It's not there. We think confidence comes from big changes. It does not. It comes from small promises that you actually keep. Here's where you go wrong. We set massive daily goals. Impossible to achieve. It's impossible. We try to change our whole life in just one day. How is it doable? It's not. And when we fail, because we have to, we don't just feel tired. We feel guilty. We feel like we are inadequate. We start doubting ourselves. But the problem was never you. The problem was the size of the promise that you made to yourself. So the first thing that you have to do starting today is to start very, very small. Embarrassingly small. Okay? I'll give you an example. Don't worry. If you are somebody who thinks that their sleeping pattern is not too good, which is a problem with a massive majority of the people I know, everybody somewhere is facing trouble with their sleep. A lot of people talk about it nowadays. So, just a small promise, like I'll sleep half an hour earlier every single night. So right now, if you go to your bed at around 12, all you have to do is start going to your bed at 11:30. This is it. This is it. This is very small. You cannot promise that today onwards, my sleep is going to be perfect. No, it will not be, because it's not a commitment that you can make, that you can trust yourself with right now at this stage. All you can trust is one doable action. One small action that you can take today, then tomorrow, and then the day after, overmorrow. You know, the day after tomorrow is overmorrow. Did you know that? Anyway, so not forever, just for 1 month you have to do this, and something interesting will happen. After a few days, you start to think, wait, I said I would do this, and I actually did it. Now that moment is powerful. I'll give you a very small example of my own. I hate to admit it on the video, but I got some tests done and my sugar levels were slightly elevated. Now this is strange because it should not happen to me, because I'm a very careful, very observant eater. I choose my entire day's meals. Like nothing is emotional. For me, everything is planned. I plan my meals. I'm very, very conscious. I'm a very conscious eater. And then seeing that, I understood that it is probably my genes at play. And, genetics, you can't really control everything there. But then I started to think about it. I spoke with ChatGPT and I confessed my issue. And I like addressing her as she told me that, girl, lose 4 to 5 kgs of weight. Now, 4 to 5 kgs is a massive goal, by the way, for a person who's already slim. I'm slim. 4 to 5 kgs is massive. It's like you don't know where to shed from. There is no extra fat. Where do you get it out of? So I decided that I'm only going to focus on losing the first 1 kg. Very happy to tell you, It's 3 kgs already down in 1.5 months. I've been on a calorie deficit. I calculate my entire day's meals. I inform it to ChatGPT and it calculates my calories and tells me my deficit of the day every day. And I've been doing it for 68 days now. 68 days in a row. I'm so freaking proud of myself. 3 kgs down on the scale, which I felt was impossible. It was impossible because had not happened in the last half a decade. It was impossible. So I'm telling you, this moment is powerful. The day I got the score on the weighing machine, believe me, I had tears rolling down my cheeks. My husband was right across me on the table and he was so touched. He could not imagine the kind of, like, he was shocked at seeing my joy. To others, it might seem small, but to me, it was powerful. It told me that I can trust myself because confidence is not loud, it's quiet self belief. And that is what I earned in that moment. I earned self belief. It's like you saying, I can trust myself. It's a powerful statement. And once you trust yourself in one area, that trust gradually spreads. You can trust yourself in any area after that. Confidence grows not from ambition, but from integrity that you keep with yourself. Okay, remember that. Confidence is earned through keeping promises to yourself. I do not know who said this, but a very important quotation to remember. Second, point number 2, your confidence mirrors your circle. Ask yourself this question: who are you slowly becoming just by spending time with the people around you? There's a nice quote by Drew Houston: you become the average of the 5 people you hang out with. I have a habit, and I don't call it a bad one. I'm extremely conscious of the company that I keep. I choose myself every single day. Now, this is something I've confessed in my previous videos also. I am really selfish of choosing whom to spend my time with because time is limited and I'm very growth oriented. If I have something to learn from you, I'd like to spend time with you. Otherwise, chances are that I will take a conscious call and I will not spend time with you. I'm so sorry. This is my time, this is my life, and that's how I make my decisions. Because if the people around you are underconfident, okay, they're scared to speak, they are afraid of new situations, chances are you will start shrinking too. Not immediately, but slowly. And this is how it works. You don't need friends who only comfort you. You need honest friends. You need people you admire, people who you want to grow into. This is the person I'd like to be like. I want to spend time with this person. Sometimes friends should feel a little like mentors. There's no harm. And here's the uncomfortable part. If someone is doing nothing with their life and has no desire to improve, you may have to let them go. I know it's hard. I know it hurts. But staying in that space is far more toxic. When you start changing, people notice. First, they will question you. It's obvious, they will. Then they criticize you because they can't understand you. Not because you're wrong, but because your growth scares them. And eventually, some people will fall away. You can't control that because you're growing. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you outgrew the room, and that's okay. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. I'm sure this is a quote you already have heard somewhere. Confidence grows when your environment supports the person you're becoming, not the person you used to be. If you keep doing what you were doing, you will continue to get what you're getting. This is a very powerful quote, not mine. Heard somewhere, some 6-7 years ago. And it sticks. It's something I follow every day of my life. If I want to change something today, I have to do something different today. Otherwise, I won't. I won't be able to change. Next is, confidence starts before you speak. Now, hear me out, really important. Understand the statement. You think you appear confident when you start to speak? No. It starts before that, one step behind. What do people feel about you before you say a word, a single word? That question is important. You need to find an answer to. Confidence is not about brands. It's about respect for yourself. Grooming is, it's a form of silent, controlled communication. Imagine if I'm not looking like this right now. My hair is dirty. My makeup is not in place. My clothes seem torn. Will you be able to respect what I'm talking about? I don't think so. You'll judge me in the first 5 seconds of the video and you'll just move on to somebody else. Grooming is important. It is your first impression. Of course, there are more things to first impression, but grooming is very important. Okay? Ironed clothes, clean shoes, neat hair, trimmed nails. These details speak first. People notice. Don't even think they don't. They always notice because you notice. I don't know. You agree or you don't, but you notice. You always notice. The moment you opened this video, you clicked on it, you noticed how this appears, how the screen looks like, the colors, the background, the lighting. You noticed. You're bound to notice. People don't meet your personality initially, they meet your presence. So, first, I will communicate with my presence, and then I will be able to attract you with my personality when I speak with you. Looking clean tells the world, I care. I'm put together. I care about myself. I make it a rule to look clean every single day. Not for others, but because I value myself. You don't need to impress. You need to signal self-respect. See, if you are well put together, that means you care about yourself. You respect yourself. And if you respect yourself, that means that is what you expect from others too. And then people will respect you. When you look sorted on the outside, your mind follows and your words fall in place. You start to immediately draw boundaries and you start communicating those boundaries to people. You don't have to use your words to do that. Sometimes just the way you look also tells about your boundaries. Be careful about that. Elegance is not about being noticed. It's about being remembered. When you take care of your appearance, you're not chasing validation. You're setting a standard. Next one, boundaries are the source of self-respect. Why do you allow things you secretly resent? Why are you more scared of upsetting others than disrespecting yourself? Confidence just collapses where boundaries are weak. If something makes you uncomfortable, you don't need permission to reject it. Just speak your mind. Boundaries are not about controlling others. They are about protecting yourself, your peace. You have limited resources. Your time is your resource. It will make something of your life. So your time, your resource, the most important resource is very limited. You have to respect it. Disrespect should not be tolerated from friends, from family, from partners, colleagues, bosses, anyone. How someone talks to you matters, okay? Remember this. Anybody who talks to you, the way they talk to you matters a lot. What tone they use matters. Their body language matters. Their jokes at your expense, they matter. What you laugh off today will become a pattern tomorrow. Remember that. Boundaries are often very quiet. They're not loud. A pause, a look, a firm no, or a withdrawal of access. These things set the course for the future. The moment you stop tolerating disrespect, people will either rise or they will remove themselves. There is no other option. Either they will rise to your standard or they will walk out of your life. Both ways, good for you. Both outcomes build confidence. Okay? The only people who get upset about boundaries are the ones who benefited from you not having any. Confidence is a behavior first. Okay? It's like a rule. Confidence does not appear first. Actions do. Speak to yourself with kindness. Say it and mean it, and even if you don't fully feel it yet. You have to act confident before you feel confident. No one can see your fear. Courage is not absence of fear, okay? It is movement despite fear. You need courage when there is fear. If there is no fear of anything, of losing anything, of anything going wrong, we don't need you to be courageous in that moment. If you require courage, that means there is a possibility of something going wrong. You are scared. There is nothing wrong in being scared. Courage is not absence of fear, okay? When you show up calm, steady, relaxed, your mind follows your body and your mind is also relaxed, okay? So control your body, control your movements. Every time you act confident, you collect evidence that you can handle things. You're quietly communicating to your brain that I've got this. Over time, pretending will stop and you will actually start to feel that exuberance, that level of confidence that you always aspired to have. That intent, okay, that was missing. That nobody will disrespect me. I belong here. This is my time. This is where I was supposed to be and I am at the right place. I've got this. I've got this. Okay? So simple lines work. I've got this. I'm going to do well. I look good today. So say these things. Say them and just believe them. So this is a behavior first thing. You first say it to yourself and then you put yourself out there. Okay? Into the world. I know putting yourself out there also has a very sexual meaning to it. That is not the put yourself out I used here. Okay? Alright, coming back. Just remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Act brave long enough and one day you'll realize you are brave. Last on the list is body language and your posture. Ask yourself, what is your body telling people about you right now? Confidence shows up physically before it shows up mentally. We all know that, right? Physically, our body gives us those signals. Am I confident in this moment or am I not? Like right now, I'm very confident. I'm speaking with you on the camera and I feel confidence in my body right now. Okay? So it's physically present. I'm not shaking. My hands are stable. This is physical. And when I speak, that is mental. Okay? Now, I've told you 1,000 times, I'll tell you again. This rounded back to this straight back. This might look small, but the impact is massive. An upright posture instantly changes how you feel and how you are perceived by others. Your spine is a confidence switch. Flip it consciously, okay? Be straight, okay? Not too much extra, just a little bit. The way it is demanded of a confident person. Your body language matters. Use your hands while talking. Open gestures, they signal honesty and ease. Okay? So use your body language, use your hands. When people can't see your hands, they subconsciously trust you less. Just a fact. Okay? So keep your hands somewhere where people can see it. In the pockets, not a good signal. Not a good signal. Okay? Visibility creates comfort in the person's eye. So if you're sitting, keep your hands visible on the table or relaxed in front of you. Even when silent, your posture and your hands are still communicating. So people should see your hands and that makes them trust you more. Just a, behavioral reality fact. Okay? The body leads, the mind follows. And when they will see your hands, your body posture, relaxed, calm, composed, they will trust you more. And when they trust you more, you can perceive it in their behavior. And it will signal to you that you're doing well. And that builds your confidence further. So that's all about it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful and that you're feeling more inspired to build your confidence. Remember, confidence is not something you're born with. It's something that you build through your consistent effort. I want to hear from you. What was your biggest takeaway from this video? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or any questions that you have. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I make amazing content. We'll keep in touch. Bye-bye.